We honor and respect the masters that came before us and strive to follow in their example. Honesty to myself and others at all times. Humility in thought, words, and deeds of those above and beneath me. Patience. I will put the needs of others before that of my own, but not the greedy. Sincerity. I will fear only my lack of sincerity. Abdul Kul Tafulatat, Wabazung, Amafaragun, Shalel Kalum. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all, and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all, as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Estange, La Familia, what up? What up, Shantae? What up, Kendaka? Sean, Divine Goddess, Gentle Giant is in the building. If you're just getting on here, please press 2 if you shared. If you're on Instagram, please invite 2 people. Also, introduce yourself, man. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. Where you at? Check them charts. It's in the building. I got a good topic for y'all tonight. Don't go nowhere. Tonight's topic is emotional strategy for better relationships and more money. Everybody's always talking about more money, even though your relationships is specifically tied into your money. You know what I'm saying? So it would behoove you to understand, what do I got to do to get my emotional strategy down? So like, I read charts. I'm not gonna say I'm a professional trader yet in Forex and cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, but I'm way better than I was last year, running up on my anniversary. And one of the big things for me is you got to have a strategy. When you come in, you got to have a particular strategy when you're dealing with trading. You know what I'm saying? When you are doing astrology, it's good for you to have a strategy. I just got finished riding my bicycle, and I had a strategy. Class of 88 is in the building. What up, Cape Fear? What up, Rhonda Groves? So, peace to everybody that's on YouTube watching. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for sharing this on your timeline or your social media or wherever. Thanks for joining in on IG. But you got to have an emotional strategy for your relationships and money, which actually they go together. But I'm gonna break them down independently. I'm gonna break emotions down, strategy down, relationships, money. Then I'm gonna run them all together. And I'm gonna see, can I be finished in like 15 minutes? Let's see, can I do that? All right. Drink more water too. What up, Dion? Also, I don't know if it's going to be Friday or Saturday, but the Prosperity 365 course will be this weekend. Yes, you will be seeing something on that by Wednesday at the latest. So I don't know if I'm going to have it Friday night or Saturday night. All right. But it's going to be a banger. It's probably going to be about 90 minutes. And this is kind of leading up to that particular class, because that class is going to be about your strategy, because GPS for Coach Khayr stands for Greatest Possible Strategy. You know what I'm saying? They say Global Positioning System. I call it Greatest Possible Strategy. That's the GPS that we have to have as humans. I like using astrology. I like using I Ching. I like using different oracle systems and stuff like that. I like meditating, using ancient techniques. But guess what? If it's got to make sense to you. So I'm just calling it what you already call it. You already call it GPS. So why not create the greatest possible strategy? So can I get a hashtag greatest possible strategy? That's what I'm going to be doing this weekend, all right? So first off, we're going to break down emotions. So emotions is energy in motion. So everybody type that, energy in motion. What up, JMC 6769? What it do? You know, those are my government initials, JMC. Absolutely. Team Virgo in Dallas. Dallas, what y'all doing next week? Can we do something in Dallas next week? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Can we go to King Spa or something? What's up? I'm just asking. So, emotions are energy in motion. So when we get emotional, Sometimes when we get really, really excited or really, really happy, New Orleans in the building, I see you, Ninth Ward. When we get really, really emotional or happy, it takes us in a way we get elated and we think we can do anything. You go to the bookstore with some extra money and you find some really good books, your emotions is going that way. Yeah. I got this book. Yeah. You see this person and you get kind of attached to them and they're giving you really good feedback. Then guess what? Your emotions is going that way. But your bank account, your check is late. You get some overdrafts. Your tire, you get a boot on your tire, and somebody hurt your feelings in a relationship. What happens then? Your emotions start going another way, right? So that's energy in motion. But where thought goes, energy follows. Where thought goes, energy follows. So you wouldn't see, like you see these fighters, Muhammad Ali used to always think about what round he was going to knock somebody out. And he was going to be like alive in 5, but I'm a nix you in 6. So he was already seeing the energy to that person going down in 6 rounds. Or when you as a martial artist, they tell you to keep your eyes, don't close your eyes when you punch, or don't close your eyes when you shoot a gun. You know, you were supposed to keep your eyes on the target, because where energy goes, where attention goes, energy flows. So astrologically, we don't know when is the best. And strategy. So now we got emotions. Let's go to strategy. Strategy is doing the right thing at the right time, for the right reason, and being the right person. To me, strategy's got 4 components: right thing, right time, right reason, right person. Those are 4 rights for you to have a really solid strategy to do something. 3 out of 4 will get you somewhere. 2 out of 4 is a 50-50, but you only got 1 out of 4, then you crap shooting. And 75% of the time, you're going to get jacked up. You feel what I'm saying? So, what up, Tanya? Hathor of Destiny. Is this making sense to anybody? Press 1 if the emotional piece and the strategy piece is making sense. If strategy piece is making sense, type 4. Type 4 so you understand it and you keeping up. You on Instagram. Did y'all invite 2 people? I don't know. There's a little thing right there. You can invite 2 people. So I got emotional, strategy. So strategy is also about the timing. The second component of strategy is timing, right? Timing. So astrologically, right now, everybody's talking about Venus retrograde, right? When what should you be talking about instead of Venus retrograde? Who paying attention? Instead of Venus retrograde, you should be paying attention to it's the beginning, the new year. Because the new year, the natural new year starts September 22nd. So we're 8 and 8, we're 16 days into the new year. Right. So a lot of you all thought that January 1st was the beginning of the year. So for those of you who thought January 1st was the beginning of the year, I guess press 11 for 1-1. Let me see how many people who thought. If you thought that January 1st was the beginning of the year, press 1-1. If you thought that 9/22, September 22nd if you know that that's the beginning of the year, press 9/22. So we're gonna see how many 9/22s versus 11s we have pop up. Peace to the God, bearded Heru. So, and this is King Talk. This is King Talk. I don't mind the ladies listening in tonight, but I've really been trying to get my fellas to get this strategy together. What up, Nasira? Nain Ali. So, okay, Divine Love Goddess, she's up on it. I know Gabrielle is up on it. So, if you pressed 11 and you think that January 1st is the beginning of the year, then you already jacked up. Oh, if you thought it was March 21st, put in 321. So that's what 3 times people think it's the beginning of the year. January 1st, September 22nd, or really January 1st, and then March 21st or March 22nd. So put in 321 or 322 if you think it's in the spring. Type in 11 if you think it's January, and type in 922 if you know better. All right. So I see a lot of 11s out here, and I see one person said it was the springtime. All right. So the 922s, those are my students. Right. Those are the astrologers in the group. Why did the kings use astrologers? Because the kings knew I had to be talking to somebody who could read these stars. Women are actually better at this because they have their intuition to go along with the numbers. But men love astrology so much and then turn it into a patriarchal thing because it's so number heavy. But actually, your intuitiveness is going to bring out the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna the numbers is gonna activate the intuitive side, and it's gonna pop off much better. So January, if you're using January 1st as your strategy for accomplishing your goals, then you already jacked up. You're already 100 days late off the gate. This is one of the things I'm gonna be talking about in the course Friday or Saturday, the Prosperity 365. You have to know when is the right date and when to do what, okay? Because there's actually a period in the year that you should, there's different periods for different emotions, different seasons for different emotions. So you shouldn't maintain the same emotion for the whole year. You should be upbeat, but it doesn't mean maintain super elatedness all year long. That ain't even possible. That ain't even possible. There's a time for depression. There's a time for real deep serious thinking. There's a time for real heavy programming of the subconscious. There's real heavy time for you to be in tune, to get you some new glasses and see things right. But Karen Evans Williams' mom, it's your birthday. Team Libra, shout outs. What up? Happy birthday, Karen Evans Williams' moms. How you doing? Mwah. 15 degrees on a new moon too. Many opportunities for you today. Personality, rejuvenation, all type of good stuff for moms happening today. So, peace, Universal Queen. So you got these emotions, then you got strategy, then we got the time, right? So if your timing is off of when to do what, then things ain't gonna fit. Even though if you are the right person, you could be the right person, be the right reason, have the right thing, but have the wrong time, and it just won't fit. It just won't fit. You could be married to someone, want to have children, but if y'all having sex and she ain't ovulating or ain't no egg present, ain't nobody getting present. Ain't nobody getting pregnant. Y'all can have money, the baby bassinet, the names, all of that. Have the whole island, have your sovereignty papers, all of that. But if the situation, if it's not the right time, it's not going down. So you got to be aware of the timing when it comes to strategy. Now, let's talk about for the relationship piece next. So what is relationships? How we relate. The root word of relationships is relate, not sex, not partnerships. If you're watching and you're sacrificing your time watching Coach Kai here, we having a relationship. It's kind of a virtual relationship, or it's an Instagram or a Facebook Live relationship, but we got a relationship, but it don't mean we necessarily intimate. You know what I'm saying? So your emotions, though, if you let your emotions catch you sideways, then the strategy could get you out of a jacked up relationship. But having the right type of emotions could further you in relationships. Let me give a great example. When I like to start at the roots and the pain points. So how many of y'all been in an argument with your partner before? Or how many of y'all got into an argument, or argument led to a breakup, right? Or a disagreement. You see what I'm saying? So if tonight, if you on Instagram, we talking about emotional strategies for better relationships and more money. All right, that's what we're doing tonight. If somebody types that in there, then I'll pin it. But I'm talking right now, so I can't pin it. Emotional strategies for better relationships and more money. So when you get in an argument, so boom, Rakia says she got into an argument, but she wasn't thinking strategically about maybe what I can learn from this argument, where this person is at. Is this the right time for this argument? What am I going to get out of this argument? What's the purpose of the argument or the reason? You know, is it reason, season, time? You know, what is about to happen? And then the energies get so disagreeable, low level, that now we want to do what? We want to come up out this divine union. And next thing you know, we waving each other goodbye. Or we flicking each other off and saying goodbye. If that ever happened to somebody, you got into an argument, you used to be nice and tight. Next thing you know, y'all flicked each other off and y'all out of here. Over here, you got guns out. Peace to the God King I said. What's up, Lord? So, it's happened to me. It's happened to me. And it was because my emotional strategy let me down. My emotional strategy let me down. Because I didn't have the thought, and I didn't know what my map was. I didn't have the greatest possible strategy. Or I even forgot and got temporary amnesia from my greatest possible strategy. Now have a drink of water, please. I'm on my break from working out too. I hit the bicycle, and then I'm getting ready to go walking and get some stretching in next. So but this was on my mind because I'm rocking with Napoleon Hill, steady heavy, talking about self-discipline. And if you don't put down self-discipline and emotional strategy, people talking about strategy, they talk about emotion, they talk about emotional intelligence, but they don't put together emotional strategies. So I got to have an emotional strategy when I'm coming into a relationship, especially as a king, because the woman is going to test you. Her emotions is going to trigger some of your emotions. Some of your logic is going to trigger her emotions, which then will probably in turn trigger some of your stuff back. So you need to be on, you need to have your emotional strategy on fleek, because right now, thank you, Monique. I don't know about the kind part all the time. It could be a rumor. Because we're not built like one another. You know what I'm saying? We're not built. Men and women are not equal in no way, shape, or form outside of we need to consume food, oxygen, and sunlight, and we need to defecate. But after that, we are so different. That whole thing about the whole gender equality is pure bullshit. Racial equality is bullshit. Sexist equality is bullshit. It don't exist. It don't exist. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a strategy going into a place that you know the ground is uneven, then you have a much better opportunity to secure your footing and be able to get the success that you're looking for. What's the definition for success, everybody? What up, Penia Bruja and Afro Femme Chick and Rashid? What it do? Please, if you're just coming on, share the video, invite 2 people if you're on Instagram, and state your city, Team Zodiac and city and state. I'm Coach Khayr, representing Team Taurus in Atlanta, Georgia right now. So if you just got here, please. Gender equality is bullshit. I'm a gender role person because fire and water are not equal. Fire, to say there's gender equality means fire and water have the same properties and elementals, and they can do the same thing. Like you can put some water on the stove and put some water on top of it and just let the water on the bottom heat the water on top up. That's ridiculous. Or that you can take a fire and put some more fire with it and make the fire go out. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, not just, I mean, bullshit is the first word. I think it's just utterly ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So what up Team Capricorns? What up all my Zodiacs up in this joint? Where my Libras at and my Libra moons at? Any Libras or Libra moons? Who got Jupiter and Libra up in this joint too, like me? Some of y'all got Uranus and Libra too. Where y'all at? Salute to y'all too. We really balling. especially if you're having a Uranus opposition right now. But success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Somebody type that. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So that's why we even have strategy in the first place. Then we expand it to emotional strategy, because I want to have a successful emotional strategy. I want to progressively realize a worthy ideal. I don't want emotions to be cataclysmic in my relationships, because if I have emotions that are cataclysmic in my relationships, my money gonna be real funny. Matter of fact, my money gonna have a really crazy ass attitude. You feel what I'm saying? New moon conjunct my Mercury and Venus tonight. Okay, you got Mercury and Venus in Libra. Jupiter in Libra, I see you. Libra sun's in the building. I'm just taking roll call, that's all. Uranus in Libra, what up, Carmen? I love folks who know their chart. Yes. Yes. Get your chart right. Know it. You know your social security number. Oh. Knowing your astrology chart is one of the illest emotional strategies you can also express, because I already know where my moon is at. So when there's some conflict around my moon, like if I know Saturn is in Aries, or if Saturn is in Cancer or in Capricorn, then what kind of effect is it having on my emotions? Saturn is squaring my moon right now, and is going to be squaring my moon for 2.5 years. So I better be developing strategy, which is Saturn. Saturn is strategy. So I'm the one, Monique, you see that? I'm the one to be delivering this class. That's right. Saturn is squaring my moon, and I'm talking about emotional strategy tonight. That's right. Know your chart. Libra rises in the building. What up, North Node Libra? Peace, peace, peace. Black women empowered. Yay! I love Black women empowered. I got something to say about Black women empowered. I got an emotional strategy suggestion for y'all too. So if I want to successfully have harmonious emotions in my relationships, because then when I do, I can make better money moves. You know, a lot of the stock market, people are trading emotionally. And that's why they're wondering why my money is gone. A lot of people are not trading at all on the stock market, cryptocurrency, Forex, options, futures, because of fear. So they got emotions keeping them from getting into it, and then they got emotions keeping them in it like they had a blackjack table. Ain't nobody. I can't have my emotions just running uncontrollably, just any kind of way. What up, Ivy Heavenly? Oh, the Peach Cobbler man is in the building. If you're in Atlanta, I know this is a sidebar, but the best peach cobbler, this brother right here, Ivy's Heavenly Cobbler. He delivers. I have peach cobbler in the freezer right now. They last for 3 months. I was on my diet. I started my diet plan when I ordered from him, so I'm just giving him a big shout out. And I got 3 more, and I think I ordered them like 6 at a time. Yes, you want to get his personal peach cobblers, apple cobblers. He got one called Fruit Loop, and he got a cherry. I don't really deal with the cherry ones like that, not all the way. What up, Jana Woodhouse? So my money, if I'm emotional the wrong way, if my energy is going very disagreeable, then my money ain't gonna grow, because it all goes back to what kind of strategy do I have. So that's why this weekend I'm teaching a class. The GPS course is all about Prosperity 365. What is your GPS? Stands for Greatest Possible Strategy. Some people say it stands for Global Positioning System. I say it stands for Greatest Possible Strategy. That's the facts. That's the facts. And if you got the greatest possible strategy, not only will you be doing the right thing at the right time, you'll be the right person, and you'll be doing it for the right reason. Then you'll be getting number 5, the big fist, is what? You'll be getting the right results. That's why tonight we're talking about emotional strategies for better relationships and more money. Okay? Right. So if you have a second moon, you have a moon in the second house, all you Virgo risings right now, all you Libra risings too, because that would put Jupiter in your second house. You got to look at different configurations of what your charts look like. I really don't like to get into like, you Gemini's this and you Aries this and so, because it's real general. Then you be like, yeah, you gave me a reading. Somebody told me that too, Monique. They was like, yeah, I got a reading from you a couple years ago. You know, just dynamic. I was like, I just don't remember you. I was like, where'd you get the reading at? They're like, well, I've had several. I was like, where'd you get several readings? They was like, I was like, because I remember a person that's coming back, you know, being me for an hour, hour and a half at a time, several. They was like, oh no, I was calling in on the radio, getting the 5-minute readings. If you've only had 5-minute readings from Coach Khayr, you ain't got no reading. I gave you a sample. Hey, Shantae, I gave you a sample, but you definitely ain't seen me go all the way in. Peace to Samantha in the building. So I see a Libra. You Libra rising, y'all had a whole year getting caked up. That's all I can tell you. Jupiter coming through your second house, y'all had, the money was there. So what up, Miss Coretta? So it's really about making sure that your strategy is keeping your emotions at a certain place, because what is joy? Joy is an emotion. And money loves happy people. Women love happy people. Men love happy people. Men don't want to come home and you all got a, you know what I'm saying, shit-faced attitude and a shitty attitude and giving him shit. Guess what? He looking for peace. P-E-A-C-E. He not looking for a piece. He looking for peace. When a man finds a woman who giving him peace, then he gonna give her a piece. Piece of his wallet, piece of that mandingo. He gonna give her a piece of anything that he holds dear. But that's because she's charging him emotionally with good emotions. She's got a good emotional strategy. If you ever got cheated on, the person your partner cheated on had a better emotional strategy than you did. Did you ever think about it like that? That your emotional strategy could keep your relationship whole and healthy? When your emotional strategy gets sideways, it could ruin a potentially beautiful relationship or a beautiful relationship. Yes, I'm telling you, it's happened to me. It's happened to me. With Moon at 14 degrees Libra, which is directly in the middle, if I sway the wrong way with my emotions, I get jacked up way too fast. Way too fast. I ain't gonna say way too fast, but it's just how it could go the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So I have lost a potentially really cool friend, partner, lover, because my I got away from my emotional strategy. Because you can have an emotional strategy, but you can get away from it. But when you get away from it, when you come back to it, you better make up like it was a girlfriend, and find out what ways can y'all stay together and y'all relationship get tighter and tighter and tighter. That's what you better get. That's the key right there. So this is a part of my own living story too. So the Peanut Bruja said, say it one more time for the people in the back. If your partner ever stepped out on you, which you call cheating, I don't call cheating. They was really in their chart. If somebody went and had sex with somebody, it was because it dictated that from their astrology chart. Ain't nobody ever cheated on you. So please get that BS out your mind. Nobody's ever cheated on you. Because they gave their sexual organs to somebody else. That was just their business. Okay? It's like it's your business if you want to give it to somebody else. You walk around with this guilt trip all the time, which is also a terrible emotional strategy. That's a terrible emotional strategy, to be walking around here attached to somebody else's sex organs. You know, how many of y'all are attached to somebody else's sex organs? How many of y'all believe in cheating? Come on. Come on. Press 6. Press 6 if you believe in cheating. If you believe your partner can cheat on you, press 6. Press 6. We're gonna do a little experiment here. If you believe your partner can cheat on you, press 6. Monique Gill, how you doing? Press 6. Press 6. If you feel that your partner can cheat on you. Come on. Press 6. Okay, here we go. There we go. I see a couple of y'all. What up, mugs? Some of y'all don't believe in cheating because y'all got some of this advanced teaching out here that Khayr and Juju Mama and all that other stuff got going on out here. Okay, I see some 6s. Jacqueline says, I believe in cheating, but it was everything to do with the lies, nothing to do with the sex. Listen, if you believe in cheating, I don't care what if it's sex or whatever, then press 6. Loda says she used to. And you do need to make an Instagram meme about that. Lakeisha believes in cheating. If you believe in cheating, then guess what? You are susceptible to a terrible emotional strategy. Because now you have your emotions attached to somebody else's genitalia. Now, I'm going to tell you what. When my genitalia is being highly pleased and highly aroused and everything is good and my brain and my genitalia is damn feeling good and my heart is feeling good, boy, I'm emotionally going this way. I'm emotionally going this way. If I'm fantasizing about something and I get some energies going all over my body, then that's good emotional strategy because it's mine, my brain, my heart, my sexual organs, all mine. But if they over there, I don't mind. Who can I use? I don't know. I'm going to use Monique. Monique could probably let me use her as an example. If Monique does something to turn me on, she whispering in my ear. We out at the movies or the club or we dancing, and she keep whispering stuff in my ear to get me all riled up, to get my head fantasizing, to get my heart light, and to get my genitalia right. Guess what? I still got to be in control of that because Monique could change her mind. Ooh, see? Look how fast somebody could change their mind, and then all of a sudden your strategy is blown. Your strategy's blown then. My strategy ain't going to be blown by letting someone else have my emotions in their genitalia. I think personally that is the worst. It is the worst emotional strategy that you could have, but the sinister does not want you to have the greatest possible strategy, doesn't want your GPS to click, doesn't want you to know nothing about astrology, doesn't want you to know about your moon sign, doesn't want you to be on one yourself. It doesn't want you to be on one. It wants you to miss your boat. It wants you to not have joy every day. It wants you to be in a depressed mood in the time when you're supposed to be strategically planning for your money. For your money. If I'm supposed to be strategically planning for my money and programming my subconscious mind for what kind of results I want in about the summer of 2019, but I'm over here caught up with my emotions and your sexual genitalia, then what I look like? It looks like I ain't gonna have what? Success. What did we say success was? Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. When I memorized my prayer to Anabakor or the Usnisa Vijaya, I'm successful because that's a worthy ideal. What are some of your worthy ideals that are surrounding you and yours? What are some of your what are some of the things that you want as a worthy ideal? Can I get a list of a worthy ideal? Can everybody name? Can you name one worthy ideal that you need to slowly progress toward? You don't have it yet, but you want to slowly progress toward it. And if anybody wants to come on tonight and let's have a little conversation, you got some questions you want to ask me, raise your hand. Press 2 and I'll bring you up. Press 4 and I'll bring you up. 2 if you share this video. Press 4 if you want to come on live and let's have a quick chat conversation because I love feedback. Did this help anybody tonight? Did you learn anything tonight? Are you interested in knowing more about the Prosperity 365 course, which is this weekend? It's gonna be fire. Oh yeah, because I got to get it done before November the 5th. Raising your daughter is a worthy ideal. Raising your daughter how? No. That's too broad. That's too broad. I'm challenging tonight too. how ownership is home ownership. That's your worthy ideal. Home ownership for what? After you get the house, then what? You're going to sell it? You're going to pass it down to your heirs? You're creating generational wealth? That's too narrow. A Goddess Strength Wellness Center. That's a worthy ideal. Al Crown Tarot is in the building. Divine Siren Goddess is in the building. Andrea Porky is in the building. Porky! Salute. 4 of these is a gallon, so I'm trying to get my gallon done tonight. I normally drink more water during the evening time anyway. What up, Carolyn? Miss Carolyn Frazier, how you doing today? Raising myself. Raising yourself to what? What's the worthy ideal? Y'all got them little short. That's too broad. That's too broad. I want to know, what is your worthy ideal? You know why? Sometimes it's hard for people to develop worthy ideals because they got the wrong emotional strategy. You better have an emotional strategy where it's time to detox. You better have an emotional strategy where I need to go out and have a good time. If you ain't going out somewhere having a good time, whether it's through sex, masturbation, movie, dancing, bicycle, cardio, Zumba, psychic readings, bungee jumping, going to the beach, I don't know. But you need to have some type of emotional strategy where you got joy as a part in your emotional strategy. So I'm asking people, what are some of their worthy ideals? Lotus, you said raising myself. Like that's not broad enough. Home ownership to give my children the stability I never had and struggle with now. Keep it in the family. There we go. Now we working with something. What up, Cosmic Queen? Yeah, ain't nobody else got no worthy ideals? Y'all whack. You better get this is a good point. When people don't have worthy ideals to set as goals, then you have a faulty emotional strategy because somebody else is going to take their goal and make it your goal. Like Christmas, I'll start with the church first. The church didn't make you saving since you didn't have a goal of saving yourself, they put Jesus in there and said, Jesus gonna save you. And you let Jesus saving you be your goal. You let dying and going to heaven be your goal. Instead of you thinking about treating yourself for Christmas, they gave you Santa Claus because you weren't thinking about it. So they put something else in there that said, hey, this is going to be your, I don't know if I'm on Periscope right now. I don't know. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. So if you don't take control of your emotional strategy, somebody else or something else will. That television over there that I don't have cable. It's just hooked up to the internet. But YouTube, it wants to come in here every day and program me. What up, Rosie? Hey, Tamara. Team Capricorn. Raising money for my 501c3 to support reading. Worthy ideal, check. To build a brand, Corey Cage, check. I like that. Having my plan for the rest of the year by 11:05. Lori has already taken my 365 personal consultation, so she all up on it. Yeah, but what is it? What is it, Lori? Starting my own business to make my own money and be on my own time. Tired of making other people rich. Sheba, you going sort of, but you off. Stop. Don't start a goal or plan your emotional strategy because you're tired of doing something for somebody else. Don't do that. Don't do that. You gotta deal deep. You gotta dig deeper than that. Style Lisa, what's happening? Interested in a wellness center for Lakeisha Riley. All right, then there you go. What up, Ree? I see you over there. Porky, you watching, but you ain't participating. Horseback riding. That's a worthy ideal. The undefined always leaves you open for the big E. Come on, man. Give me some more of that. Starting 3 businesses in 2019. That's a worthy ideal. To have my drop shipping biz up and running effectively before November 15th. That's a worthy ideal. Yeah, so don't put negative afterthoughts in your emotional strategy because it'll taint it. You see what I'm saying? Okay, the undefined always leaves you open for error. Absolutely. But it really ain't error. Somebody else, I'm programming you too. Like sometimes I do high level programming. So if you ain't programmed and you come rock with me and I got a webinar, I promise you if you take this webinar that you're going to have program. I'm going to help program you for the rest of the year so you'll be on topic of what you need to be on. I am blessed. What up with you? Oh, you typed an error. Well, get it straight, Team Capricorn. Just fix it for me, please. Good gracious. To realize my heal mobile. Worthy ideal. Worthy ideals that you attach emotions to strategically get done. Well, I know I went a long ways around, but let's put it all together. Worthy ideals. What is the definition for success? Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So if I got a worthy ideal, I attach my emotions to it. Then I put some strategy to it. I put a whole bunch of joy on it. It's like this is joy. You know what I'm saying? I just keep watering myself with joy. Joy, 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 joy. You got to keep smothering yourself with joy at all time. That's a part of my emotional strategy. Hey, don't mean I don't get down on myself. But you better you better have a system for your emotional strategy, because now when the relationships work, here come the money. Come on, let me get hashtag. Here comes the money. Who wants to sing it with me? Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. I always like talking about money last, because you talk about money first, jokers will leave. They won't watch the whole presentation. They'll just be like, I'm out. I ain't dealing with the money. I don't listen to the rest. I got the money and I left. No, player. What up, Miss King? I want to lose weight and get back into horseback riding. Worthy ideal. Happy new moon, darling. I love you. I got to lead a new moon meditation now. I'm loving you. I'm loving you too, honey. To own a car in order to continue bringing more abundance and balance into my life and family. Worthy ideal. Lose 10 pounds. Worthy ideal. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. All of these things, you got to have a worthy ideal, yo. Something that you can be like, oh, man, I was successful with that. So then when you have success, what do you want to do? You want to build on top of one another. You want to keep building on top of successes. Every time you build on top of success, it just all of a sudden next thing. Now look, my hands are getting out the frame now. And now I got to stretch to even have more success. But if you don't start somewhere, you ain't going to get way up here. Most people want to jump from here to here. And then when you do that, your emotions is too involved in it. So you got to be here, boom, 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 boom. MLM, lose 400 pounds. I think you meant 40, unless you 600 pounds. Then you could be mean 400. But I don't know, Jazzy, 2519. But I think you might mean 40 pounds. But hey, I don't know. And if you're watching and that is your goal is 400 pounds, I'm with you. I'm with everybody's goal. I think 10 pounds is not enough though. I think that's a little too small. What up, Brandon? So when we talking about here comes the money, it all goes back to what is my emotional strategy, what is improving my relationships, and then all of a sudden, bam, I got more money. But if I'm jacked up, because you could get thrown off because somebody else got your emotions or you and your feelings or whatever, and then all of a sudden you didn't get your money right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So hopefully this was helpful to some people. On a scale of 1 to 10, let me know what your feedback was. Is this helpful? Also, like I announced at the very beginning, this weekend, Friday or Saturday, we will be having the Prosperity 365 webinar. It will be, I think it's going to be $99. I might have like a little 3-day special if I can get it up for the night. I might let some jokers get in for, I don't know. I don't have to do a special because I know it's going to make somebody thousands of dollars. If I told you you could put $99 in and pull 10,000 out, how many times would you put $99 in? If I told you you could put $99 in and get $1,000 out, How many times would you put 99 in? Yeah, so I don't really have to do no more. I don't really have to do no more discounts. Woo! To get 3 more stamps in me and my daughter's passport. Explore more of the world by September 2019. Kendra Haskins, you should come to the course this weekend, the Prosperity 365 course. Everybody, please go to coachescloset.com and make sure I got your email address. Because as long as I got your email address, you are good to go. Okay? Please, 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 please make sure you went to coachescloset.com, no E, and put your email address in, because those people who can get first dibs. All right? My moon is in the 7th house of Taurus along with Saturn. Oh. Carmen, you got moon and Saturn in Taurus? Shaman Derek, what's in your chart? Shaman Derek want me to look at, hey, you got a sexy chart. I don't know. You want me to look at it? I can. I'm gonna have to get off of Facebook first. I got two things here. Let's do a live together, and then I'll go all through your chart. You know what I'm saying? What up, business lady in the making? So Shaman Derek just came on, so I got to give him a review. Let him co-sign it if he wants to. Emotional strategy for better relationships and more money. If your emotions are jacked up, so will your relationships, and then your money is going to follow that. People who are in better relationships, their money seems to be flowing. But people in good relationships are normally because they have a cool, smart, intelligent, or well thought out emotional strategy. And a part of our spiritual essence is emotions, because emotions is what? Energy in motion. That's what emotions are. So that was the whole, we defined the words: emotions, energy in motion, strategy. We need the four rights. I need right person, right thing, right time, right person, right reason. Okay? And then the 5th one will be the right results. Then you got the fist, you got the Thanos gauntlet of power. You understand what I'm saying? So you need all of those. Hey, Dr. Johnson. What up, Amario? Team Virgo in the building. Something's up with the website. It's not opening up. Coach's Closet? No E. No E. Coach's Closet with no E. Coachescloset.com. No E. Why am I doing 2? Oh, man. Because in my, you know what I'm saying, as I'm coming over to Instagram to, come over to my audience, I don't want to just forsake my Facebook audience. So we popping off like that right there. Plus, we almost over, we can't run it back just for you. So you just let me know, we can get in your chart and tell you, or you can call me and I'll just tell you what you got going on. He VIP, so I got to take care of him. The website ain't working? Well, guess what? I bet you I'll be fixing it very quickly. Good relationships, less stress. Bad relationships, more stress. Focus on what you're supposed to be doing. Exactly. Yes. No E. Coaches, can somebody... Obviously, they want me to type it in. www.coachescloset.com. There you go. Yes, let's go to coachescloset.com. Drop that bad boy in there. Business lady in the making. I see you over there in the UK. Listen, this thing I'm teaching this weekend, nobody's doing it. Because I couldn't find it. That's what I like. I like doing something I can't find anybody else doing. So then I go ahead and do it myself. Bam! Make everybody happy. Well, you know what? I ain't really making everybody happy. I'm making myself happy. Because God gave me these talents. And I'm not, what does it say? I'm also my best customer. I'm also my best customer. So please go over to Coach's Closet. Make sure I have your email address. And it's okay. If it ain't, just inbox me and say I tried to get on the list and then I'll take care of you. We'll get you in the building. I'm gonna have to watch again because I missed the part where you said how we are to develop our emotional strategy. Well, I hit a pain point, and I told you, I don't know if you missed it, but if you ever felt like somebody cheated on you, guess what? It was because the other person who was with your partner dipped out on you with the other person, they had a superior emotional strategy. Because you know good and well you ain't getting ready to dip on nobody if you are not, if you're secure emotionally. Also, the Tantra Fest is coming up. The Atlanta Tantra Fest is coming up on the 20th, and I have decided I'm teaching 2 classes and being on the panel. So I have a class from 2 to 4 on Saturday, the 19th or the 20th, and I'm teaching on healing the man's heart in Tantra. And the second day, I'm doing Astro Tantra, how Tantra and astrology go together. That's going to be fire right there. And then I'm on the panel. I guess we'll just be taking rapid fire questions from the audience. So that's the atltantrafest.com. If you're interested in coming down, I'll be teaching Saturday and Sunday. I will get the weekend pass and stay for both days. Real talk. Yes, I think it's a 7-bedroom mansion. It was like a big 7-bedroom house somewhere like in Atlanta. It's Uberish, Martyr. I think it's a little it's somewhere at 5 Points or whatever. How do we develop our own personal strategies? Good question. The first thing that I always tell people is go wide first. Go wide and come back in. So that's the class that I'm doing Friday or Saturday. Is the Prosperity 365 is going to give you a wide map. All you need to bring is your birthday, 3 pieces of paper, and about 4 or 5 colored pens. And I'm going to give you something that you've never seen before. If you got a dry erase board, a really big one, then that'll be fire too. Really, really, really smart. And bring your birthday. You don't have to know anything about astrology, but the more you know about astrology, ooh, right, but you don't have to know anything about astrology. But your own personal strategy, for me, like in one-on-one coaching and when I do strategy sessions, I do it using your numbers in your astrology. Like when you go to the doctor, he develops your strategy based off of your numbers. Nyamo, please message me that because I'm not going to be able to go scrolling back through this. Tonight I have a agenda that I'm really on for the most part. Okay? How do we develop our own personal strategies? I myself like using the astrological chart because Big Kurt Starling, what up, boy? I don't want to let my emotions or my personal opinion get into it. And I know that my astrology chart is the design that I came with. Excuse me. And as long as I'm honest with that, my personal strategy is in my chart. That's why astrology is the mother and father of all sciences, religions on the planet. Before open heart surgery, before stem cell research, before robotics, before your psychic skills, before all of that. Well, I think that astrology and psychic skills kind of hit here together. But that's how I develop people's personal strategies, is using the astrological chart. Because you need to get in contact with what is your spiritual destiny, what are your challenges, what's your relationship language, how do you communicate, where is the money, and I need to know that like I know my social security number. My last 4 digits of my social is 9771. My last 4 digits of my phone number is 1215. A part of my password is the number 19. I have all these things memorized that are temporarily and somebody else gave to me or I assigned them. My address is 1422. All these things can change. But my blood type can't change, and my astrological chart, the numbers in my astrological chart can't change. So why don't I dedicate more time to knowing myself? You get personal strategy from knowledge yourself. If you ain't got knowledge yourself, then your personal strategy sucks. And knowledge yourself is not from just reading no books and saying I'm woke and I don't believe in Jesus no more. That is not a personal strategy. That's just an awakening. That's just an awakening. But if you don't know you, ain't in trouble. So I'm gonna go hit my workout. I'm gonna go fix this website first, and then I'm going to fix this website. I'm gonna go finish my workout, and I'm gonna see if I can get Ty Phoenix to come back on here because I want to talk about Venus in retrograde right fast before I finish. Okay, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix Coach's Closet. Don't worry. Also, Instagram, y'all in for a treat because I'm doing a late night with Marku Amun tonight. So y'all definitely want to be around for that. All right. Me and him going to be talking about Venus in retrograde too. All right. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you so much for coming through. Please type the one thing that you picked up from this today that you can use immediately tonight, tomorrow, in the morning, with your lover, with your relationship, with your emotions, your strategy, your money. Tell me what was the biggest thing that you heard from me tonight that you picked up. Also, thank you for sharing. And I found you in peace. And I'm going to always leave you in prayer. And if you can't get to me on Instagram, just DM me. It's real easy and I got you. All right? Anubako, Kajilaki Minka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Runat, Amcha Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Nah Gibor, the Shay Yakadeka, Kababa Shamra, Warkam Tawam Rakame, the Zikateka, Tamid Gamlin, Kasin Kadosh, Bararu, Tufka, Natel, Nakel Aladeka, Yakid Gahel, and Chapanez, Craig Tushkateka, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamo, Buruk Kavo Makuto, Alam Vaed. What's my tag on Instagram? Coach Khayr. Coach Khayr, baby. Everywhere. Instagram. Anywhere. Rohinium, what up? Asheo to you too. Monique the doula. I see you coming through here late. So I appreciate y'all, fam. Thank you. Oh, joy is power. Talk to him, Pam. Talk to him. Joy is the bridge, really. Joy is the bridge. I said it. Can y'all give me that hashtag on the way out? Joy is the bridge. Tasha loves life. You so late, but hey, I love you too. Time attached to someone's genital organs. Ooh. Thank you, Coach. If you don't take control of your emotional strategy, someone else or something else will. Emotional strategy, and water yourself with joy. And I've drunk 2 of these, so I'm a half a gallon down. I know I can kill these other 2 before I go to sleep. I love you too, Carmen. Joy is the bridge, player. All day. You're welcome, Sibylla Tracy. So welcome. All right. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for taking the time with me. Did you share this video? Some of y'all I be checking y'all and y'all ain't sharing the video. What's up with that? I got time to come on and talk to you. You ain't got time to share the video. You ain't mad, is you? You mad? Come on now. Stay on the frequency, baby. 777 happens. Say the DeFi. What is DeFi? Right. You need to watch it again from the beginning. I totally agree. Miss DSX51, thank you so much. Definition of success. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Sibylla. Oh, Sibylla? Did I get that? Sibylla with kisses? Okay. Sibylla, make sure you get me a friend request. I don't know if we friends or not yet. What up, Be Original 247? I see you over there. Yeah. Emotional, strategy, relationships, money. All right. What up, Tanae Gibson? The progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That's definition of success. All right. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.